don't know if I like that.
How do you see the role of your school board in deciding who the next baseball coach will be?
Well, with all due respect, I don't think you have a role. And I hope that you'll agree with that. In other words, when it comes to personnel decisions, it's up to our administrative staff to develop and bring forth to you recommendations. Ultimately, you will have to approve or not approve those recommendations. And again, like other things I've said to you, that if we have chosen through if it's a coaching responsibility, through the athletic director, the building principal, it's come right up through the central office, and if it's a recommendation that we're going to make to you, we better be able to defend that recommendation. And if we've done our homework properly, there should not be a question or an issue in you approving that individual. But I guess I would say that preliminarily is outside of the board's responsibility, that personnel would be an administrative responsibility, obviously with your oversight.
Do you think any of your staff should have direct access to board members?
Chain of command, I think, is important in every organization that we're engaged in. And I just think it shows a lack of respect if we don't follow the chain. So, if there is a teacher, let's just say, who is concerned and upset, then they need to go to their building principal and give that building principal the opportunity to resolve their issue. Then if that doesn't work, then there has to be a chain above and beyond that is communicated so that people know the chain. For someone to jump over the loops to get to somewhere else, to me, is counterproductive to an organization, and that's where things break down. So I think it's critical that chain of command is followed and that people know what that chain looks like and it's well communicated.
Have you initiated computer technology for individuals, students, teachers' use in any of your previous positions?
The one thing that did not have the financial capability in the two school corporations in which I was superintendent to go to a one-to-one computing situation. What we had to do is we started to purchase more netbooks, more laptops, more mobile labs. We started to develop a plan in Valparaiso, a 3-year technology plan in which we can start to build and have more computers available to students. But we weren't fortunate enough to have the funds to go to a one-to-one computing ratio. And again, if that's something that this community deems as important, and I know it exists, currently I believe in Charlestown at both the middle school and high school, at least that's what, I'm all for it. I think I'd love to have students having the capability to come into a classroom and have immediate access to their own computer, their own laptop. So if that's something that we deem as a community that will be important, then we need to make sure that we look from a budgetary perspective at how are we going to make that happen across the entire school corporation so it's fair and equitable to all.